Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nisu J. For those of you that don't know me, for those that are returning to the channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. So today I'm going to be doing a get to know me tag. I don't know if people are still doing this, but I was like, why not? Because I've always wanted to do it and then I don't get around to doing it. So I have a couple of questions that you guys have sent through. So I have them on my computer, so I am going to be reading them out and I will answer as best as I can, but obviously as honest, because we do honesty over here. What is your full name? My full name is Anesu Joanna Lioga. So the Joanna is spelled Joanah. Anesu Joanna Lioga. My grandmother is the one that named me. I think it was supposed to be Isha Anesu Anesu Ishe, but they were like, no, that's too long, so we'll just keep Anesu. And Joanna is my aunt, my mom's sister, the firstborn in their family, so I'm named after her. And then Lioga is my mom's last name. What is your zodiac sign? I don't believe in zodiac signs, but from what I know, it's Gemini, but I don't believe in that stuff, to be honest. Who is your best friend? I have a lad. His name is Fresco. I don't know if he wants me using his real name, but yeah, Peter Fresco. I'm sure you've seen me a couple of times with him. I had another one. I say had because I think I was disowned. What's your current relationship status? I'm single. I'm very single. What is your favorite movie? I have a couple, but all time, maybe I'd say The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, I would say. That it's a very impactful movie that I will link my teenage years to. How tall are you? I actually have no idea. I don't know. I did measure. I was measured this one time. Because I think I was auditioning for something and they needed my height. I don't remember. I'll measure and insert it over here. I don't know. What's your favorite song? Right now or all time? Hey, all time is tricky because I listen to a lot of music. So it's very hard for me to just pick one. What's your favorite food? I like salads. So it depends on which type, obviously, because someone would be like, oh my gosh, salads are boring. It depends on which type of salad. For example, off the top of my head, Food Lovers, not an ad, but Food Lovers for me makes salads that I really like. It's really my standard. And fruit salads as well. I really like fruit salads. But apart from salads, I like pastas. Your Alfredos, your chakadaros, and who's your celebrity crush? International, Zimbabwe. International, do I have a celebrity crush right now? It used to be Noah Centineo. In the Korean realm, obviously, Imino. I feel like everybody likes, or everybody's liked him at some point. K-pop, I'd say RM. But the funny thing is, it's not even a crush where I imagine myself married to RM. But I just like the way he thinks. He's very philosophical. Do I have a crush on anybody locally? A celebrity crush. What's your favorite perfume? I do like Black Opium by YSL. That's my favorite fragrance. I actually have it over there, but it's an empty bottle and I'm keeping it. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I had managed to, someone gifted it to me in 2022 and I only finished it last year. That's how sparingly I used it. I didn't want to use it all the time. I only use it for special occasions. Can you cook? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I would say I'm particularly great at baking, but I can cook. What are 3 fears that I have? Fear of heights. I'm scared of heights. I'm really scared of heights. I can't. I'm afraid of snakes. I feel like I'm afraid of most things, to be very honest. I'm just genuinely an anxious person, so I'm scared of a lot of things. But yeah, snakes, heights, and what's my favorite color? I've got two. So blue and baby pink. I don't know if you can see, my room is painted baby pink and this blue. Yeah, this type of blue. When is my birthday? My birthday is the 23rd of May. I was born on the 23rd of May in 2001. I don't think I've ever publicly mentioned that I was born in 2001. But yeah, here we are. I'm 24 years old, guys. Dream job. My dream job has always been to be a TV host. I guess I'm a foot in the right direction, or a step in the right direction. I'm on the path. I never thought I'd end up being in radio, but yeah, my dream job was to be a TV personality or a TV host or media personality. Favorite number. My favorite number is 5. Nobody asked, but my least favorite number is 3. What are your ultimate K-pop groups? Oh, we're getting close and personal now. Okay. My ultimate K-pop groups would be BTS. I think BTS is the first one that I discovered, so I will naturally have an affinity for BTS. I like 17. I'm generally a multi-stan because I like a lot of other groups, but in terms of like fanship, I'd say BTS and 17. Those two are definitely it. I don't know if you can see, but I will insert something up there. Oh no, you can't see. Up there I have like a collection of K-pop albums. What's a habit or mindset that has helped you grow the most? Habit or mindset that has helped me grow the most? I think, I don't even know if this really answers the question, but I think I've always had my eye on the prize. So I've always known what I want, and I will make or take the necessary steps to get to where I need to get to. Have you ever had to turn down a deal because of moral reasons? Thankfully, no. I don't think I've been put in a place that compromises me that much for me to get to that point. I know it probably will come, given the industry that I work in, specifically the entertainment industry. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, thankfully, no, I have not. I have not. What's your best talent? I think I'd say singing or music. I think I have a good musical ear. I've been told that I have good musicality and a good musical ear. So I think I'd say music. What's your biggest passion? My biggest passion. I think arts, honestly. Over the years, it's grown into different things, writing books, musical theater, or acting. But it was singing for a while, but that branched out generally just to being an artistic individual. So, and art is really broad. It looks like different things. So I just say art, I think. So now we seem to be getting to the saucy questions now. Yeah, and these ones were the ones I was sent anonymously. Favorite theater show that you've done? Ooh, I'm looking at my posters that are on my wall. I think I'd say Heartbreak Mafia. I'd say Heartbreak Mafia. Heartbreak Mafia unlocked something. Not only was the cast very close, but I think like just in terms of what I could do as a person, I think that was the point where I was like, okay, no, I can actually go to greater heights. And I think my role was actually quite beloved. I was actually nominated for an AFTIS the following year for that particular role. Socially, how is your life? I think my life socially is okay. It's improved significantly, especially this year. But I think I've been making an effort to want to go out a bit more, to do a lot more things, to experience a lot of things that I haven't had the chance to experience. I actually dubbed this year, my friends know this, I dubbed this year of 24 of the year Kuvura Wombe. How do I translate that? Yeah, basically like just going wild. Quickest way to your heart. Yeah, no, this is definitely a boy. Quickest way to my heart, I think, honestly, I don't look at looks. I don't really care about looks. I feel like if I like your personality, that'll translate everywhere else. So I think if you really have a good personality, traits that I like, for example, are affirming traits. I really like someone that affirms me a lot. I like someone that's loyal. I like someone that has a steadying presence. I like someone that's consistent. So I think if you present these characteristics, I do think I can lower my guard down a little bit. Yeah, and open up. Yeah, but that's the quickest way to my heart, I think. Comedy or music? I do like me a good laugh. I like comedy, but music I feel like has a greater presence in my life. So it's just solely based on my personal preferences. I think music. Okay, this is not a question though. You make it really hard to tell if you actually like someone or you just are naturally that nice to everyone. This is interesting. You make it hard. It's not a question though, but yeah, I would like to, I mean, yeah, generally I'm a nice person, but I feel like you would know if I liked you, I think. I'm sure the lines are not that blurred. I'm not gonna flirt with you just for fun. No. Oh, there's another one. What are your thoughts on the youth today? Honestly, I feel like we are trying to make the most out of what we have, especially in Zim. I feel like the climate, the economic climate is not the best. The job market is not the best. We exist on a spectrum. It just depends on where you are. Also the opportunities that are afforded to you and who you have access to on the spectrum. So on that spectrum, you could have people like me that, I don't know, just kind of have networking opportunities to meet people, and those networking opportunities then open other doors for you to then do things, or where you just don't have access to these things and you end up doing things like hard drugs and all of that. So I think, yeah, it's a spectrum, and I feel like we are doing the best given what we have. I think we're trying. We are really trying our best. In a crisis, who's the first person that you call? I think it depends, but I think generally the first person that I think of is my mom. Yeah, because she's kind of level-headed and is able to kind of, yeah. If not my mom, I'm probably calling Fresco. So now it would depend on what the situation is, because then I'd have to go to a specific person. What's one acting insecurity that you're currently working on? I think differentiating Anesu from a character. I think it's still, it's getting better, but I think it's very difficult to separate myself from who I'm supposed to be on stage. Because generally as a person, I'm a very self-conscious person. I'm very conscious of the way I speak, the way I walk, the way I engage with other people. That's an Anesu trait. So in acting, sometimes, most of the time, you need to like really let go of yourself and allow the character to absorb within you and take on the characteristics of that person. So it's like, oh my gosh, you're losing yourself. That's not proper. Don't do that. So I think that internal conflict sometimes kind of gets in the way. But I think with, for example, the last character that I played, Thidius, I was a boy. So I had to like work on removing the tendencies and characteristics of a girl and kind of think of, okay, how would a cheeky boy act? How would a boy stand? How would, you know what I mean? So you also have to apply some character traits through character research about, okay, Thidius is quite cheeky, Thidius does this, and apply that to whatever boyish tendencies that you think would work. It's also especially difficult when you're typecast. I had a situation where last year when I did a stage reading, my character and myself was so similar. And my director was like, be very careful. I don't want to see Aniso, I want to see Fiona. So it was very difficult for me to like be, because I felt like Fiona was Aniso. So in that case, it becomes very difficult to separate the character and yourself, because the characteristics are the same. Favorite musicals and why? I like Dear Evan Hansen. I've liked Dear Evan Hansen for a long time. I think because of the content of the show, it makes me cry every time I watch it. It talks about like the protagonist has mental health issues, so it's him navigating and trying to go through life struggling with mental health, you know what I mean? And I think it's one of the most touching musicals I've ever come across. I also like Hamilton. I think Lin-Manuel really did a big one on that one. I really like Hamilton. Most recently, Wicked. I hadn't come across the musical before or listened to the musical, but I think watching the movie just made me appreciate it even better. What video games do you love? Oh, I love me some video games. My all-time favorite, I'd say, is a game called Perfect Dark Zero. Perfect Dark Zero is a game that I grew up with, and that's the only reason why I've kept my very old dilapidated Xbox to just play that game. I even bought books. So I bought these literally as a result of being obsessed with Perfect Dark Zero. So this is the main character. Her name is Joanna Dark. This is book number 1, and Second Front is the second one. So this is the one that follows Initial Victor. I also like GTA, specifically 5 specifically. If you had a villain arc, what would trigger it? I feel like just people taking me for granted. I feel like people take me for granted and like just see me as this nice person and like can treat me anyhow or any way that they wish. So I think that's one thing that could trigger a villain arc for me. So people are not careful, next year could be my villain arc. And sometimes people just, like, believe it or not, there's someone that just doesn't like me just for me. I've done nothing to them, but they just dislike me. I've done nothing to them. If push comes to shove, I feel like people need to be checked. And maybe perhaps that's not a villain arc. That's just handling people, putting them in their place. Anywho, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I hope this video helped you get to know me a little bit more. If you have any other questions, you can comment them, you can DM them to me, and I would be more than willing to answer them for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Yeah guys, please support myself and other creators that are doing this Vlogmas initiative. Just please give us plenty of love and support. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share the channel to your friends, your family, and also this video. Like, comment, and do the things. Bye! Oh my god, I stopped filming, but so there's a question that I skipped that I didn't see. This one. How did I end up working with Afro King? Honestly, I'd been going there to get my hair done since like 2020, and like I just make videos just for fun, you know what I mean? And then at some point, me and the owner, Auntie Shingi, shout out to Auntie Shingi, we then just talked and we're like, oh my gosh, you have very healthy hair, and I feel like, yeah, we could work together and make some stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I had already been going there to get my hair done. I would still go there and make the videos even if I wasn't getting any money, because I believe in their services. I've always had like very bulky hair, but it was never long. The magic in their products literally helped me get to this point. Ooh, this is a tricky one. I mean, I don't know. It has its perks for sure, but it depends on what sort of artist maybe. If they're a musician and like he'd have like models in his music videos and like they're naked and stuff. And we know like how the industry gets down. Let's not try and pretend like these things don't happen. You end up cheating on your girlfriend with like a model that was there in one of your videos, and it's like a one-night stand type situation. But otherwise, I think in terms of like pros, I think I'm a musician as well, so I think we understand each other, and I think there will be minimal friction because we are both in the industry, so we understand what's required at any given point. Ooh, it's tough, especially when you have to like see someone that you like, for instance, kissing somebody else, even though you know it's work, like it's not deep, but that does something to you. Showmances are a thing. But then again, they understand, like when I have extensive hours of rehearsals and like they're gonna get it. They understand. But as opposed to getting somebody that's not in the industry at all, and they start giving you grief over like you not being available all the time, or you being touched a certain way, or being looked at a certain way. I don't know. I think I would marry one, to be honest. I think I would, and then the rest will stomach when we'll cross that bridge when we get there.